Welcome to Dodgers Daily. I'm Casey Porter. I'm so glad you decided to tune in. Fans, we have a very special guest today, Devin Mann. I don't know what to call you, third baseman, second baseman, who do you name it, right?
Whatever
okay. You played every position in the organization to this point, so hey, thank you so much, Devin, for joining.
Thank you for giving me the time.
Okay, so let's start with, you lead the PCL in doubles, all right? So has there been anything specifically that you've worked on as far as your offensive game that has led you to hit so many doubles this year?
I wouldn't really think anything different. Worked hard in the gym this offseason. Put some good work in down there in Louisville. It's just been a good year so far. Just kind of not thinking too much about it. Knowing kind of where I'm at, the player I am. Just kind of grinding with that.
Okay, so you finished last year very strong. You know, you got, last time I talked, you were in Tulsa. It was about, beginning of June, maybe May. So talk about the transition to AAA and the finish of last year.
It's been good. I mean, the transition felt pretty good. Pleased with the way I finished last year. Excited to take it into this year, obviously. And it's felt good so far this year. And been excited and pleased with how it's went so far.
So you played every single position. At AA, at the AA level, you played every position except for pitcher and catcher. I talked to Luke Williams about this last time I was here. Going to talk anybody into maybe catching someday and pitching so you can play all nine?
I don't know about the catching thing. I don't know if my knees could take it.
Did you catch in high school or anything? Do you have any background?
I think I caught until I was probably like 12 or 13,
okay.
Maybe. I was a little shorter, a little fatter, and then kind of grew out of that, thankfully.
Okay, it's been a long grind. You're in AAA, so I asked you this off the air, but okay, you're having a great year. You've seen all this movement from the club. The club has made a million different moves. How do you keep your mind from wandering like, hey, man, I'm just one phone call away from the show?
Just do what you can, man. I mean, just kind of, I feel in a really good headspace. Felt like I've done a good job of controlling what I can. And at the end of the day, like all that stuff is out of my control. The only thing I can control is what I do on the daily basis here, how I'm playing, and then all the rest is up to them. So, I mean, I think realizing that and having that in my back pocket has kind of freed me up a little bit mentally and just control what I can, and the rest will fall into place.
Will Smith, Dalton Rushing, you. There's a couple other Louisville guys in the system. You guys get around and talk about how awesome it is to be a Louisville Cardinal?
It's pretty cool, man. Just from top to bottom there, Dan McDonald's done a great job. Coaching staff has done a great job. It's cool to have those guys up in here too. Having Birdie, Bobby, all those guys. It's been cool to filter through pro ball with those guys, and then also to have them as teammates too. Again, is pretty unique.
You mentioned Birdie. He just cleared waivers the other day. He's pretty nasty, isn't he? About 96. Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some really good stuff, man. I mean, when he's right, not a whole lot of people better than him.
Yeah, so. Former first-round draft pick from Chicago White Sox. A really good pitcher. Okay, so you've seen it. You have all these guys. We've talked about all the movement. You know what it takes to make the major league. So what do you think you're good enough right now as a baseball player to be a consistent major leaguer?
I think just the work, man. I think being able to play a lot of different positions, given the flexibility to go up there and play, just grind out ABs. I feel like I'm having really good ABs right now, and just excited where it's at, and excited for the future too. In a good spot.
So on the opposite end of that, what things do you think? Of course, every time I ask this question, there's always a million different things you're working on every day. But what things mostly do you think you need to continue to work on to be a consistent major?
I think just being just coming down to consistency. I think just doing stuff on a daily basis, doing what you need to do, feeling like you're prepared. And I think really other than that, it's just the main thing is just being consistent, man. I think if you can do that and control that, and everything else will kind of fall into place after that.
Hey, as a hitter, I wanted to ask you, do you like the automated strike zone, the challenge system, or just none of the above? What would you say?
I think it's great. I think the automated zone's nice. I think the challenge system's really good too. I feel like the umpires have gotten...
Would you choose one over the other?
I think the challenge system. I like it just because you have the ABS in your back pocket, and umpires are human, and we're human too, and everyone's going to make mistakes. And I think just having the ability to, if you think something's wrong with a pitch that got called a strike or a ball, I think having the ability to challenge it is something great. I think they've done good with the pace of the challenge system, and I haven't seen any problems with it, and I've really enjoyed it too.
Goals for 2023, obviously make the major leagues, but from a daily perspective, what are your goals?
I think just keep doing what I'm doing, man. Obviously, it'd be a blessing to play in the big leagues at some point. Keep working towards that, and I think just keep doing what you're doing right now and stay level-headed and just keep working. That's all you can do.
Thank you so much, Devin Mann, for joining Dodgers Daily. Thank you so much, man. Good luck to you.